What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to another Warframe video. So with this new Koumei and the Five Fates update, DE is expecting us to farm a bunch of animal tags for these new mods. The mods like Resourceful Retriever and like the behavior mods and all that stuff are going to be farmed through animal tags. I'm going to give you a crash course on quick animal tag farming today, and basically how to get these new mods in under 10 minutes, hopefully. So let's get right into it, and I'll be showing you all of the features and settings you should put on here. But before we do, make sure to sub this channel. We do daily Warframe video uploads, everything from build videos, farming guides, discussion videos, all that kind of stuff in the right place for Warframe content. And yeah, this is an emergency video, basically, because a lot of people don't know how to do this animal hunting stuff, and up until a couple days ago, I wasn't really doing it at all either, because I just really don't like doing it. But yeah, here we are with the trade tags button over here. And the smeeta replacement mod is this Resourceful Retriever mod. Now, thankfully, all the tags you need for this specific mod are common variants of these animals. For some of these other ones, you're going to need rare versions of the animals. But yeah, we're going to be focusing on Resourceful Retriever today, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to get this with minimal effort. Additionally, like these other ones, yeah, you can get like the more rare animals for these. I need to actually get the Sporeal Avachia tag for get this one mod. Some of these animals only appear during certain cycles. It's Vom and Foss cycle. Different animals can appear during some of those. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, for this one, you should be set on any cycle. Now, the items you will need, you don't really need that much, actually. You just need to have, preferably, for this method, the speedrun method, you need to have the Rest and Rage Helmet ability from Equinox. So we've got the Rest and Rage ability on Ivara right now. Any frame will work for this. I just prefer to run Ivara because I choose my fishing frame as well. So if I can go animal hunting and fishing and mining on the same character, it's going to be ideal for me to not have like 3 different frames I switch between for these different things. But yeah, Rest and Rage ability from Equinox puts enemies to sleep and puts animals to sleep too. So it's pretty useful for animal hunting as it counts as a trank rifle. To make sure you're putting enemies to sleep, make sure you have a dark energy color on your energy settings. And then for the build, you don't really need a build. You can honestly go unmodded, but I'd recommend to you, to make it as easy as possible, go for maximum range, or almost maximum range. So we got overextended, auger reach, and stretch, giving us a huge radius of 13 meters with our sleep radius. That can hit multiple animals at the same time, and you can catch them all at the same time. Very, very nice. Preparation spawns you with full energy, pretty good. And yeah, whatever you have, just throw on there. It's not, the build does not matter, really, at all. The build for the weapons don't matter. Like, I'm just using this to kill enemies that are like attacking the animals I'm trying to catch. It would be nice if you do have the Resourceful Retriever mod. We're still trying to test if this does work on animal tags. Some people are saying it doesn't work. I haven't tested enough to say one way or the other. But yeah, remember, the smeeta kavat does not double loot anymore. So you can bring any animal companion to try out Resourceful Retriever. But yeah, keep in mind that a lot of people are thinking it does not work, and I'm kind of on the fence with it myself. I have not seen it double at all today. But yeah, if you do have Resourceful Retriever, that's great. If you don't, not a big deal. For our Arcwing build, we have the Itzel equipped. It's the fastest Arcwing. And for the build, we have this build. Now, the Itzel is used kind of a little bit in this farm, because if you have a Velocipod fall through the floor, you can use Cosmic Crush to pull them out of the floor. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but yeah, it can technically happen. Now let's get right into the gameplay. I'm going to do a live commentary for this one, so we can just explain how this actually works in practice, because yeah, it is partially luck. Like, we're going to be flying around the deimos and all that. Oh yeah, one big thing before we go out there. I have a special setting turned on that makes this easier than usual. I have a setting on the accessibility button in Warframe settings. We go to Ally Highlight Color, turn on the Ally Highlight, and then turn up the intensity. This will mark the animals on the map for you, or on the HUD for you very easily. Additionally, you should bring the trank rifle too in case you get super lost, because it will mark enemies, or it will mark animals through the map. So make sure you got that on. You can put on enemy highlight too to make the enemies red. But yeah, all you really need is the ally highlight, just so you can see them really easily by flying around. Because that's the thing, we are not taking our time here. We are going speedrun on this one, because these animals are very easy to catch. You just need to go and find them, basically. Alright, so for these animals we're catching today, the most difficult one to find will be called I think it's called the Cryptolex. It is the spider animal that is trying to eat the little, like, maggot enemies. If we find one, I'll call it out. But basically, look at inside the caves for some, like, dripping green liquid above some Cryptolexes. There should be a spider above them you can catch. Alright, so we immediately go onto the plains and we jump into our Arcwing. We don't need to have our trank rifle out. If you don't see any animals for a while, you could pull out your trank rifle, but we're just going to be flying around just looking for stuff like this. So here we go. First animals found. Burrowing Cryptolexes. Not sure if those are the ones that we need for the resourceful retriever mod, but either way, if you see an animal, catch it, because you're going to be needing those tags for something down the road. A perfect capture appears to give 6 animal tags. A bad capture, I think, gives like 2, and then a good capture gives 4, if I recall correctly. And I have not seen a 12x animal capture or animal tag drop today, so not sure if that's going to be working with resourceful retriever. All right, so we're going to fly around the edge of the map, and we're going to go up and down just to see if we're seeing any enemies. Enemies don't matter. We're actually looking for animals. He called them enemies. They're actually technically allies as far as the game's concerned. So if you see one in blue, that means it's going to be something you should cast Rest and Rage on. And then, of course, once you cast Rest and Rage, just jump on the animal and then use the interact button to capture it, and then that will be your tags. So yeah, just going to do this over and over again. Now, other things will be marked in blue. During certain cycles, there are these allied necromechs that will try to help you out. And look, a Sporeal Avachia. Okay, so a rare one. Actually, I needed this for one of those mods. That's hilarious. This fun. That's actually a pretty rare spawn right there. The Sporeal Avachia. Then the other one flew away. But yeah, as you can see, you just fly around. You hear like an animal noise. That's what you're looking for. Oh, there it is. Okay, so yeah, with these Avachias, these flying birds, Rest and Rage is extremely, extremely good for these. I just found 2 Sporeal Avachias just flying around. Okay, that is not supposed to happen. Those are usually going to involve the pheromone detector, which will not be covered in this video extensively. But yeah, that is a rare variant right there. So yeah, if you see those flying around, just capture them and you're good to go. So, as you can see, more animals everywhere we look. There's the common Avachia, the one you'd normally be getting from this. Just go ahead and capture them all. So yeah, once we get these things, you could get that new resourceful retriever mod. Like, I mean, you could honestly get it in one run if you were lucky enough, but yeah, you're probably not going to get lucky enough, honestly. So, in these caves, let's see if we find that spider I was telling you about. It will be quite easy to recognize once you find it for like the first time. You'll see a bunch of little blue like maggot things in the cave, and you'll look above them, there will be a spider like descending upon them. It's quite easy once you know what to look for, but yeah, it can be a little bit rare to get in the first try. Alright, so we're going to go inside some of these caves, because that's where the spiders will be. Let's see what we got in here. Yeah, again, it is going to be RNG, so don't get discouraged if you don't find any animals for like the first run or two. It really is just RNG. Alright, so here we are. We have all the things we need here. So here's the spider we're talking about, the Amethyst Nexipheria, and we have the little maggots it wants to eat down here. So what you can just do, easily, just put the spider to sleep, and the spider is now captured. That's all you need to do, guys. You got the mod now. It's that easy. So the other ones too, might as well capture those little maggots it wanted to eat, because we need those tags. And it might take a little bit, like a couple seconds for the little maggot to fall asleep. But yeah, it will fall asleep eventually. And it is pretty straightforward. Of course, you can go fishing and stuff in here while you want to, if you want to. Alright, so next cave. So like, I would basically just recommend you just do a big circle around deimos. Like go into all the little caves if you want to. It depends what you really want. Like if you're trying to just get only the resourceful retriever mod, you should definitely be going in the cave on these runs, because that spider is necessary for that mod. But yeah, if you want other stuff too, you will not find those birds in the cave. You will only find those birds above ground, so keep that in mind when you are trying to hunt these things down. And yeah, there are some animals that they feel like they're more rare spawns than others. But yeah, it's just, you know, get used to farming this. You can of course buy the mod. People are like saying like, oh yeah, just buy this mod for 15 plat. Not everyone wants to not everyone wants to just buy it. You could farm it like this very easily. Especially, I mean, some of them might be a little bit more rare, but like for specifically resourceful retriever, this is just so simple. So we've been doing this for about like 5 or 6 minutes. Let's take a look at how much stuff we've gotten in that limited amount of time. So we've gotten 5 different animal tags from doing this.
Fully grown.
And as far as how many animal tags we need to get the actual mod, we just need 1 of each of those common animal tags. So we're already halfway done, just quickly hopping out into the open world. So as you can see, guys, pretty straightforward, pretty easy to get. Not exactly the most fun thing. Okay, we could actually show this right here. So here's why you should not use, if you need a Velocipod, I would not recommend using Rest and Rage on them, because when you put them to sleep, you actually ride them instead. Okay, I did not want to do that. But as you can see, if I push this button right on the interact button, I would ride the Velocipod. So what you want to do is you want to actually use the Trank Rifle on Velocipods, because that one actually works. But unfortunately, the Velocipod falls to the floor when you do that, so you need to get into your Itzel, and hopefully not kill it. But yeah, you can pull the Velocipod out of the floor with the Itzel's ability. So again, that's probably not how it's supposed to work, but that's how it works right now. And you don't want to be losing out these Velocipod tags. So I would recommend bringing Itzel if you can, or just in the first place, just shoot with a trank rifle and don't use rest and rage on them, because you don't want them to fall through the floor. It's pretty annoying if they fall through the floor. Now, as far as going on the steel path or the normal path, I don't think there's any really big difference. I usually just do it on like whatever path I've currently got the game turned on. So right now we're on the steel path. I did the normal path, exact same situation basically. So yeah, just rinse and repeat, guys. Just fly around the entire deimos in a big circle, and this will be the exact same thing you can do on Venus and Earth as well. I think this is definitely the easiest because it's very easy to like identify these enemies from across the map. But yeah, I'm like, if you're doing this on Venus, guys, maybe change your ally highlight to like green or something. Because if you're on Venus, this cyan blue is going to look a lot like the snow. So you're going to be having a hard time seeing animals in the snow. So maybe when you're there, maybe even turn the ally highlight to red. Or if you're on the Plains of Eidolon, you can like put it on like, you know, whatever color is easier for you to notice, maybe orange or something. On the Plains of Eidolon, you'll be able to see those animals from across the map. So that's going to be basically it for the quick crash course on how to farm these guys really quick. Reminder, too, that there are more mods. There are more rare ones. And as far as using those pheromones, it's going to require a very different type of hunting that we're doing right now. This is definitely the easy mode right here. For the pheromones, it's like you have to like do all this, like the echo lure. Yeah, we can quickly knock one of these out while we're over here. Let's go ahead and catch a Predacite with the Echo Lure, okay? So we're going to bring out our Echo Lure. We're going to go find a Predacite spawn spot. Let's see, where's the Predacite spawn spot? Right there. So we're going to go over to this Predacite spawn spot. And this is actually going to give you a spawn of the more rare Predacites if you use a pheromone. So just fly over there. You can mark it on the map very easily. And as far as how this goes, I mean, trust me, no one wants to do this. But we have to do this for this, and this is how you do this. Okay, so I don't think I have any pheromones right now for the Predacite. Oh, actually, I do. Okay, so we can show us the best example. So activate this, pull out your trank rifle, and follow the tracks. It's not super complicated. You just basically just roll over to wherever the tracks are located. You can actually usually bullet jump ahead if you know the spawn location like memorized. It's not that hard to do. There will likely be enemies nearby you trying to bother you, so just keep that in mind. This is where you deploy your pheromone. The pheromone's been deployed. That's going to give us a more rare variant of this Predacite. Yeah, we're surrounded by enemies, so be really careful if you're doing this. You might want to clear out the enemy area, honestly. We pull out the Predacite lure. You use it once. And you should hear a roar in return. Once that roar in return has been issued, that's when you can start, doing the second part of this. So we pull out the lure again. And we have to basically like play the flute. So try your best to keep it inside there, but once you've completed that, you will have some Predacite spawning, and it's going to be likely a rare Predacite if you use that pheromone. So you can just do the exact same thing once they spawn, get into your Arcwing, and just look for them. So let's see, where do they spawn at? And looks like I cannot find them right now. We got some Velocipods. Where did that Predacite go? So you might want to go like airborne to see where they are. Is that them right there? No. Well, they should spawn right nearby. It looks like I might have gotten screwed over by the rotation of the cycle. But yeah, either way, it's supposed to spawn like right there. And that's how you're going to catch the more rare Predacites and variants, guys. So I'll see you guys next time in the next video. Hopefully you have good luck getting these to spawn, because you're going to need it. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.